Come to that last live, so do I have any sound? Any sound at all? Hello? Hello? Oh. Hello? There's sound now. What the fuck? We have sound. Apparently, that works for phone calls, but not for YouTube. Oh. By the way, Justin, I saw that you thought this was the best stream from mine ever. Wanker. That's better. Here we go. It's only the second time I've ever gone live off my mobile. Hey, Carla. So I'm in the most haunted place on earth. No, I'm in my garden. I'm not in Iowa lying about location history like the twins. The middle finger was for Justin. I thought that you'd be able to lip read me, but obviously the moustache makes that a bit difficult. From my haunted garden, not just my garden. In fact, I don't think anyone has ever had an experience in our garden, other than pigeon shit. Mobile lives are the worst. Did you get my comment about the spice racks for pop Funkos? I've seen people use spice racks and baseball stands and stuff. Beautiful Haunted Garden sounds like a mobile game. It does. It's Adam Mark. What? Fart experiences in the garden. Fart? I'm not a gynecologist. I can't lip. I don't know where the camera is. Over there. Get yourself a rum and coke. I've worked hard today. Only live stream from you. You take. What was that? Only live stream from. Are you taking a leaf out of Barry's book? Don't speak to me about that, twat. He's rubbing me up the wrong way, Justin. Absolutely rubbing me up the wrong way. So he gets invited onto a paranormal convention. Not because he's any good at anything, but because they booted somebody else. So they were like, hey, let's just get Barry. He'll say yes. He books on, and instead of being like, I'm so proud and blah, 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 he's like, yeah, come to the only paranormal convention worth visiting in the UK. He was like, why have you taken shots there, you horrible little man? And he calls me toxic. Very short-tempered is our Barry. Leslie, thank you for the 9 months. Chaos Theory Paranormal, thank you for the 2 Canadian. What went wrong? Apparently my phone case. I checked the permissions and all that. Everything was fine, but my phone case. And I'll stop with the gynecology stuff. Cas Feb, thank you for the 7 months. So this is the famous fence that Mrs. Geek asked me to paint in lockdown, and I drew Batman and the Joker on it and painted them on. It lasted for 3 years. Very short. Tempered. I can't believe it. And then you've got... I did laugh. Getting the studio ready for your next Mezco doll. Maybe. I saw Adam from GTI did a post. And he was like, toxicity among skeptics and all that sort of nonsense. But what he forgot to do was realise that he was complaining about people complaining instead of investigating. I'm like, you're doing the thing that you've accused us of doing. And then he says, oh yeah, I've been investigating for 16 years, so I don't know any different. And then some guy was like, hang on, where's those extra 10 years come from? I took him on his first investigation 6 years ago. Jack Osborne as a ghost hunter, I've honestly not watched any of them. I like Jack Osborne, but I've not seen him as a ghost hunter. Oh, chat disappears on your phone? Ugh. I haven't watched any. I like the Osbournes, so I've stayed away from his paranormal stuff. Because I don't want to... Cas Feb, thank you for the gifted membership. I don't want to sully the Osborne name with going, that's crap. Paranormal Fun, hello to you. Heard you turning your studio into a ballet dance studio. Not happening. Paranormal Engineer, good to see you've come out of your cave. Too soon? It's never too soon, right? You know you get with me, I guess. That's I'm kind of sat off wonky. I've got my like light stand balanced on a table. Who's the worst fake and who do you find the funniest? Funniest I find Midwest Ghost Hunter because he's in on the joke. The worst, that's hard. It's either the ITC channels, but they're not really ghost hunters because they're absolutely disgusting. Um, Mediums that just don't give a care concern about people's feelings and stuff. They are horrendous as well. But one of the worst, it's got to be the twins. They're just so fucking obnoxious. Evie Stevie, thank you for the 35 months. Let's go. Not only are they obnoxious, but the lies they tell about locations. It's horrendous. I know they've bought one and they've lied through their teeth about it. Looking rather handsome. The outside lighting looks great. Thanks. I'm sure I can ruin that. Yeah, the worst is the Crayola twins next to Sam Colby. See, Sam and Colby have some entertaining element. They get on my nerves, but they don't get on my nerves as much. Not to mention they put some pretty out there conspiracies, those twins. Anyone who profits through grief? True. Especially when they lie about it. It's the lying. It's the lying that I can't stand. Saw a post saying that debunkers are the toxic ones, but said paranormal investigators are also toxic ones by faking things and asking people for spots. Faking to cry victim. Was that by Mystic Paranormal? Because those lunatics. They've complained about bunkers, they've complained about other investigators, they've been like, we don't want anything to do with any other investigators, we're just going to do our own thing. And then they went live to complain, or they put a post out to complain that they walked into a building as people were walking out, said hello and got blanked. Well, either they blanked you because you said you don't care, you don't want to know, or they blanked you because you're fake, or they blanked you because the four of you are little bitches. And I know you're watching, you can't help yourself. You keep complaining, 2 live streams a week, and all of these posts complaining about me and Mike without really naming us. You do all of this complaining, but you don't care. We've not said a word about you. You keep piling on and piling on and piling on, and you're like, yeah, they're bullies. You're the one's not letting anything go. So, as it happens, you will be featured on my channel on Saturday, because it wasn't just the bottle throwing you've been faking, is it now? Because I've watched one of your videos and you are so full of shit. It's unreal. South Park, how you doing? Sorry guys, it's really hard for me to see the chat on my phone. I've got my tablet down there, but then I'm reading and not looking. Satan has officially subbed to Beardo and affected his sub count accordingly. Do you know what? That video I did on the BBC and the government, I didn't do it because I thought it'd do well. I did it for like information for creators and the community. That video's kind of blowing up. Last time I looked, it was on like 19k views. Nothing to do with the paranormal. It wasn't even any drama. Put your bloody glasses on. I can't. They're in the studio somewhere. I hope that video. I didn't think it. Normally, when I step outside of the norm, I'm in my backyard yet. Oh, it's reversed, is it? Oh. What up, fam? How was my impression, Hart? Nail on the head with that video and effects is all. It'll massively impact the UK. But there's two petitions that you can sign, but they've been blocked. You've got to wait 48 hours to be able to sign them because 20 people signed up for it too fast or some nonsense. But it's been over 48 hours and it's still not open. And then the government green sheet. I don't know if any of you actually read the questions, but they are loaded questions. No, I'm not silent, Sarah. The questions are like, do you disagree with false information? Yes, no, maybe, not at all. And well, of course people disagree with false information, so they're gonna get the answers that they want. They've worded it so they've loaded the dice. It's ridiculous. Next year on BBC, Welsh debunker Beardo gets scared arrested, exposing the truth of the government and the BBC. Well, you know, they are everywhere. They're already on YouTube. They're already on your Fire Stick, and the app is everywhere. But rumour has it, they're on Pornhub as well. There's a full BBC playlist. Oh, I haven't looked at it. Hey, little Miss Mayhem, appreciate you lurking. My mum loves Project Fear, but I think it's crap. Too much bullshit before it starts and way too much screaming and shouting. I can't watch them. Their videos on my channel do okay, but I struggle to get through them. Rather have a loaded potato. Me too. ITV's been sold to Sky for 1.6 billion. Billion? Who the fuck watches that? Fuck Coronation Street people, innit? Are you sure you haven't looked at it? I don't need to see that. Hello, James. It's so they can see you legally need a TV license to watch YouTube. Exactly. And it's about controlling the narrative. That's what's usually done. Things like that. Questions are always loaded and always favoured for, not against. Seen this scientist being asked about climate change. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Judith. Appreciate it. It's absolutely ridiculous. My internet provider just dropped me after I looked up that. Thanks, Beardo. And now your internet provider thinks you're a pervert. The big potato sounds so good right now. It does. I just had chicken wings. Just chicken wings. And then this morning I had a protein oat thing and a tuna for lunch. Just protein today. Because I knew I was going to have a rum. The fact using the rest of the world. Eventually it will, because if the government, the UK government, pass this law, how long until America and Trump go, oh yeah, we can control the media on YouTube? It was placed a magnifying glass over us, can stop now. It's not much better here. Bucky, hello. Starving. Why do we always get onto food? Vanilla protein powder and Diet Coke. Oh, I've got vanilla protein powder. Hey, that's a good shout. GTI's investigation at Peterhead Prison has a number of what I'd say is false information. Get on it, Pedro. If you don't want to do it, let me know what the false information is and I'll do it. Foos is the best. I prefer Nirvana. Don't worry about that with Trump. It's the liberals we worry about, not trying to get political. I'm not trying to get political, and I am an ad about the video because I don't do politics. But how dare they? Like, try to strong-arm YouTube into giving them priority. They've never given a fuck about YouTube before, but it's like, it's to stop bad narratives, false narratives. It's to stop misinformation. No, it's not. The BBC are the biggest purveyors of false narratives. They side with whoever is in power of the government. It's diabolical. That's a great word. Thank you, Coatsy. It's scary what they think. Like, they put a thing out about should under-16s be banned from social media, and those questions were all loaded. I look into stuff like that all the time. I just never really comment on it because it doesn't affect me so much. And I do think that young kids have got too much screen time. And you go for a meal and they just sat there on their phones not interacting. It does my head in. But the questions were loaded there. And then it's like, they've passed the law, but it's like, or they're passing the law, but they didn't mention anything about everyone having to give ID for the kids to be able to... It's data collection. The uproar will be massive. They'll do a U-turn on it. I hope so, because it's absolutely scandalous. You're already getting more and more news channels popping up my screen when I log in. Yeah, fucking BBC weather keeps popping up. Maybe it's because that's one of the biggest search things right now is the weather, because we got another heat wave, but it's not about politics, it's about power. It is about politics. It's the UK government trying to control what we see on YouTube, which is ridiculous. You're looking really well. Where are you? I'm in my garden, Laura Lee. And this this vest, I used to wear this all the time. I haven't worn it for 2 years because Me and Mrs. Geek went to South Shields, like summer 2 years ago. I wore this, and in 2 photos, my stomach was hanging out at the bottom of it. And now it's slim fitting, but my belly don't hang out. It's great. It's happening here in America too. But to pass a law, you guys are going through enough shit already. The government doesn't need to add to this. I mean, I've had somebody reach out to me from the States and basically said, listen, if it gets bad, let me know and you can have half of my channel. It's a much bigger channel than mine. And he was like, you can have half of my channels, we'll work out the conversion rates and all the rest of it, and then we'll set it up as a network and I'll pay you as a part of a network, which is probably how we'll have to go about it if this passes. Plus trying to get more money if they lose, if people can't. Yeah, all it's about is control, money, and that's it. Mark, thank you for the 21 months, you legend. You can't be making it much harder for kids to have access to social media. I agree with that. Limit their screen time, limit what they can see. Give me 1 million count bin face. I'll vote every day for him. 1 million count bin face. What? Are you on about the mad raving loony party or whatever they are? I don't want to get political, but there's a party in the UK that I can't fucking stand. They're inherently racist. And more people are leaning into that. Scary times. Scary times. Count Binface was awesome. I don't know what that is. What have I missed there? See, this is Dandalf. He's a little bit older than me, but he's always like down with the kids and stuff. I didn't know what Skippity Toilet was until he said it. What was it? There was something else he kept saying. I didn't know what it was. 67 or some shit. Here, the US biggest issue is false information. That is trying to be combated. We have freedom of speech that makes things a little different. Apparently, we have freedom of speech in the UK. Beautiful natural lighting is a rare sight. No studio lights. True. Why am I not working on your TV? I have no idea. What's Count Binfi? I think he's a guy who runs for office with the trash can on his head. Yeah, raving loony party, right? Is that right? 67? I don't know. It was just some random number, and somebody would say 67 or whatever the number was, and then everyone would laugh, and I'm like, I don't get it. And then when I asked my nephew about it, he just laughed and he went, "You're so old." The Lux Legacy. Right. 67 Bacon Count Bin Man. I don't know. I can't hear him because his voice is all quiet because of the trash cans. Don't understand how the BBC can dictate what YouTube does as it's an American company. It don't make sense. Hopefully, they're trying to force a law on them. And I suppose as long as it's being broadcast in the UK across the internet, they've got to... All the governments are raving loonies. True. You're supposed to have freedom of speech, so why is the government turning into a dictatorship? The fascist bastards. 67 Skippity Toilet Face. See, you're a school teacher, you'll know these things. I'm just old. There's a reference to a rap song, can't remember the name. Right. They're looking into ban VPNs in the UK. Of course they are. Of course they are. Because if they ban VPNs and they take control of YouTube, they control YouTube. Do we have a license for this stream? No, and I never will. I've seen a few people covering this thing with the BBC and the government and YouTube, and all of them are sponsored by VPNs. It's a muscle shirt, not a vest. Vests have buttons. Listen, you were in America, and in America, you are wrong. Absolutely wrong. We spoke English first. You will abide by us, or the BBC and the government will come after you and make you watch the weather. Socialism, what? Socialism takes away rights, not the others. The UK doesn't have freedom of speech. We have freedom of expression, subject to legal restrictions. I'm saying nothing. Happy days. Appreciate you, John Boy. I'm back. I was on the wrong channel again. My TV is. You did speak English before me. You got decades worth of experience more than I do. Screw you, heart. Screw you. Flower Kevin, how you doing? UK invented English, US perfected it and made it messier. I mean, I get the sidewalk, you walk on there, but everything else is just wrong. They're like too lazy to spell colour that way, and I don't want to say aluminium, we'll just drop a letter. But you got a hotel sorted out yet? Not yet, can't afford it. I won't be booking a hotel until the 25th of this month when I get paid. Flower Kevin, I'm having a fantastic day. My studio is in bits. And I'm pissing off people all over Facebook. It's fucking fantastic. I speak Womblese. Fair. Eyeglasses, just in case they get confused about where to put them. Yeah, or the biggest one. A Singular. Thank you for the $9.99. A little late today, no worries about it. My biggest one is tuna fish. I'm having a tuna fish sandwich. You're not having a fucking tuna chicken sandwich, are you? Tuna is a fish. Why have you got to say tuna fish sandwich? It's weird. I'm having a tuna fish salad. Just say tuna. Weirdos. Love annoying people. It makes me feel alive. I'm getting really good at it on Facebook. They never say my name, but holy shit do they react. It's fantastic. And now and again, they just react like... I did blow my stack a little with a certain Matt Rife because fucking scumbag. I know he's a comedian, but what a scumbag. Using the R word to shut down somebody for questioning him. He basically, I may as well say it because I say it in the video that I've recorded about it. He calls them a retard for questioning the Warrens, and I'm like, oh my god. I did a post about it, and then somebody was like, if you think that's bad, check out this. And he was like, yay, you've got 109 followers. By the time you get the numbers like mine, you'll be able to grape people and get away with it. I'm just like, fucking hell. I get it that comedians can go on a stage and say the most outlandish, out there things because it's a stage, it's a show. To go online and say those same things in response to questions or people saying the Warrens weren't real was just... something I've never forgotten. Has she still got that profile picture? She has. CRL. Odds, time CRL out. Now, see, Jimmy Carr would say something like that on stage where people know what they're signing up for. If people go to a comedian and get offended... If you go and watch Jimmy Carr and you get offended by him live, that's on you because you know where you're going to watch. But when you do it online for somebody asking you a genuine question, my favourite part of people claiming Matt's mum is responsible for his social media. Oh, what? Can you imagine? Oh, my mum. If my mum paid attention to what I say and do, she'd probably slap me. Despite Matt, I liked him as a comedian, I was sort of frowning. See, I never liked him as a comedian. I said it on the Facebook post. I always got the impression that he wasn't doing a stand-up routine, that he was just a horrible man. Turns out, I was right. CRL is an angel. Her wings are notoriously scabbed. Just saying. If you hope you well, can you recommend a paranormal video? I think it's legit. Can you please recommend? If you're asking me to show you something that I think is proof of the paranormal, I ain't found it yet. There's a playlist on my channel of channels that I enjoy, channels that I've worked with that are not pulling the wool over your eyes. That's about the best I can do. I didn't do anything this time. Yell at me when I deserve it, like this. Sherelle, I can see that profile picture. Beardo has a pube face. Ah, I love her, and I want to throttle her. I hate him. He's like a stone in my shoe. He's that annoying. I mean, Tony Spearer just went fucking mental the other day. Just like, rah, at everyone. You're all going to hell for not believing. No, that was the one a couple of months ago. Now he's like, skeptics are disrespectful and all this, while being really disrespectful. Elton's just Elton's trying to pick fights for the internet, and then Matt Rife just suddenly goes, "Hang on, hold my beer. She's a R-word, and you deserve to get R-worded." What the fuck are they doing? It's almost like the pressure has got a little bit too much for them all, and they have just gone off the deep end. Because like I've never liked Overnight's channel, but my daughter used to watch TFIL. And then the few videos I've done on Overnight, Elton's always like this jolly, kind of bouncy, energetic guy. And he's always like smiling and quite happy and stuff. Lately, he's just a vicious, horrible little man. I'm like, what happened? If trying to win this house is like too much pressure for you, stop it, because you've turned into a dick. Keep fighting the good fight, Beardo. Thank you, Babs Robinson. Thank you for the £10. I appreciate it. Finding this heatwave really uncomfortable. Thank goodness we're not heading somewhere hot for a month. Oh yeah, you're going to India. Yeah, that won't be hot at all. Could be worse. I'm going to 30 East Drive this weekend. 30-degree weather down here. 33 up there, and my air conditioning is still broke because I'm cheap. Cheap. Gillian Daniels, how you doing? Mike, oh. Truth is coming out from him. Jason wins. I hope so. I genuinely hope so. I had a conversation with Jason this week, and he was like, "I appreciate your support. I appreciate that you donated. I appreciate that you're wearing like the Conjuring stuff." And I'm like, "Cool." I still don't think it's haunted, but I want the best person to have it. Billy G, thank you for the Swedish 50. Sorry, change the pick. Slipknot. What is your go-to band artist at the moment? At the moment, Electric Callboy. My favourite band of all time. It's a toss-up between Pantera and Slipknot, depending on what I listened to last. But newer music that I absolutely love, Electric Callboy. Babs Robinson with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Babs. That's very kind of you. Plus the joys of riding toxic gas, complaining about the itch. Can we haunt all the figures? Particularly, can we haunt all the figures? Do you want? Can't wait to see Electric Callboy 2. Yeah, they're coming to Cardiff, so yeah. Hopefully, I don't get booked at any more conventions where I got to pay for hotels and shit. I'll let go see Electric Callboy. I missed watching them last year. Great Southern Trendkill. I prefer Vulgar Display of Power, but Pantera never brought a bad album. I even like the stuff they brought out before Cowboys. Power Metal, Into the Night. I think there were 4 albums before Cowboys, right? What was that? See, the chat on your phone disappears. It's really confusing. Megan would be so uncomfortable in this heat. Have you lessened to a circle of dust yet? No? I don't know what you mean. Although, that studio today was brutal. It was so hot in there. And I was lumping stuff about. And like, when it's repainted, I'm not pinning anything to the wall. Because I must have spent 2.5 hours filling holes today. Hey, you leave Mason's Crocs alone. Nothing wrong with Crocs. I bought a cushion of Paramede and it was a skull with a Gothic crown in it. Looked like you. What? Wish I'd bought you one. Do you know how many cushions we've got here now? We've even got cushions with my face on it that people have sent. 30's Drive probably doesn't have AC. It doesn't. 30's Drive is always hot. Even in the winter, that place is hot. Like, oh, Thank you for the 39 months on Crocs for everyone. Let's go. Matt and C. Weller, thank you for the 38 months. People have been in here for nearly 40 months. That's incredible. It's so damn hot, saw some little guy in orange robes burst into flames. I saw Barry Guy, or what looked like Barry Guy, walking through my garden and throw a fucking ring into the fire pit. No, you won't crock me. Everyone's wearing Crocs. I weep for humanity. Sarah, I mocked, and I mocked, and I mocked people for wearing them until I wore a pair to take the rubbish out, and I was like, ooh, comfy. Mason, on your Crocs team, wear them for work. Loads of people in care and hospitals and stuff wear them for work. You know, did you see your AI Crocs in the Crow group? I don't know. At 30 East Drive, please show yourself, and even better, make a cold spot. True. True. I will be going live from 30 East Drive. You love Barry? Barry Island or Barry the Pleb? Once you get them, you won't go back. True. Made fun of Crocs till I wore them. Yeah, they look disgusting. They look shit. But they are so comfortable. British cosplay as Hatred Guy. Who's Hatred Guy? I need a new pair of shoes. Get Crocs. Never had Crocs. I don't understand how they stay on your feet. They've got a little strap on the back of them, but even without that, they stay on. It's the ability to eat pineapple jam that doesn't work. What? Crocs are comfy, especially in the summer. True. Get a breeze through them. The sport mode, so you can run. The game Hatred. I don't know what that is, to be fair. They have a sport mode with the strap. True. We call flip-flops thongs in Southeast Asia. They also call them thongs in Australia. I broke the straps. They're still okay. Barry's great. Always been a fan of the Chuckle Brothers. The other Barry ain't much better, is he? Hey, Petals. Jam works with white chocolate. I will ban you. I skipped the sport mode. They're alright for walking. Not too far, though. I did walk the 5k walk in them one day because I was waiting for trainers to arrive. Beardo is full of Crocs. Ow! You really got me there, Trent. Haha, hee hee. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I just saw Justin comment. What sarcasm? Oh, he's just saying hello to Stevie. Fair enough. Villa Wolf, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Villa Wolf emailed me earlier today. She was like, do you remember this video with the ghost face in the car? And you were trying to work out how it was done. And I think it was one in the end where I was like, I'm not entirely sure how that's done, but I think it's this, I think it's that. And I could never really get to the bottom of it. Villa Wolf saw an advert for a car seat cover. And it was the exact same face. So Villa Wolf, like months later, has debunked it. Bright yellowed little Crocs. You're taking the piss now, aren't you? Although my Crocs have got Marvel superheroes all over them now. I have to run concurrently with the current 6969. What? I'm so lost. Did my chat break? What's going on? Greg's Crocs. No. I was cleaning the studio today. I found those fucking hairy little toes Cassidy May sent me. Ugh. Have a guess what colour my Crocs are. Beardo, do you like Hello Kitty? No. Have you ever seen the Lego Crocs? No. We saw Seg's video from yesterday. I actually messaged him about that video and called him a bastard. Because it's the same video. Not the same, because he covered multiple locations. But I'm getting some help from somebody that's in the chat. And we're going to do a deep dive into a specific location and a specific team that has bought this location and the bullshit they're coming up with. And what do you have against Hello Kitty? Phasmophobia. Remember that, Annalise? Hello Kitty, boom, on my screen. Scared the shit out of me every time. I have black Crocs, but need new ones. I want a pair of Batmobile Crocs. Yeah, I nearly bought them, but it's too much money. Tuna coloured. You mean tuna fish coloured, right? Hello Kitty. It's some Japanese cat thing. There's emos loved it. Emos loved it. Amazon selling a head pendant, and it looks like Beardo, gold and silver. What? Beardo clearly has glittery pink Crocs. I do not. I Crocs every day for work. I still don't like them. Oh, I'm wearing Hello Kitty PJs. Laura, you should know better. We refer to tuna as coloured. You drop the fish. It's specific to food. Shut up, Mason. You don't get why Hello Kitty is so popular? The emos. Emos loved it. Emos still have it. What? Are there any emos still about apart from that dickhead that used to troll me? Mine are black. Why did you decide to shift the studio? Basically, the studio window hasn't been secure for a couple of days because I opened it to put the air conditioning hose out and the entire upper part of the window fell out. So we've botched it and fixed it, and I can't get the hose out, which is why the board has been in front of the door because the door's wide open. You look like an old man. That's fucking rich coming from you, Joe Vitale, you fucking bellend. He was still about. It was never a phase. I mean, really? Would have sent Beardo the pink gear. He hasn't wore it, shame on you. I'm not going to. Hello Kitty still seems quite popular. Cheryl, can you send Beardo pink Crocs? Why are you asking Cheryl to send me stuff? She's not made of fucking money, Trent. If you want to send me something, buy it yourself. I'll chuck it in the bin. Because I don't do pink. This is really difficult on a mobile. I don't like it. I'm used to a screen this big. I think emos don't live long. True. The Elder Emo Club. We go Emo Fest every year. I bet that's a sad state. People with their hair starts back there still trying to comb it over their one eye. They're all sat there like my size and balding like, oh yeah. Listen to My Chemical Romance. Only the stinker and be. Oh, you dirty bastard. I think you look a lot healthier. Thank you, Wayne. So when you had pink hair, oh, it was red. I mean, there's still bits of it in the back. I went to an emo night karaoke recently. It was great. I liked some of the emo music. Some of the emo music was kind of cool. Funeral for a Friend were great, but I don't think they were an emo band. I'm not sure what the exact temperature is right now, but it got very close to 30 degrees today. It's cooled down quite a bit now. It's actually almost comfortable. The Count Romance is good. Do you know Sleep Token? Yeah, I saw Sleep. No, I haven't seen Sleep Token live. Yeah, I did. I saw Sleep Token live and I left. They were awful. I don't like them. Boring. So with people yucking other people's yum. Yucking other people's yum? What? Feel a bit sad. Can I be an emo? Yes, you can. Oh, Chemical Romance 8. They're basically my neighbours. I met them years and years and years ago and got into an argument with the tour manager because he didn't understand Welsh road signs. But they weren't a big band then. It was just before the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge dropped. Very clammy where you are. Don't yuck others' yums. What? Annalise, what have you started? There's only one person that can send Beard of something pink and get away with it. Sweet Cassidy May. I know where she lives. Did you say you went to see Ozzy? I've been to see Ozzy, yeah. I've seen Ozzy and Black Sabbath live. Sleep Token's drummer is amazing. Yeah, I know. They're talented. It's just not. They're boring. Because there's that other band everyone's raging about where they do like horror videos and stuff. I'm just like, eh. Yuck Yum. I don't know what Yuck Yum is. I have never heard that saying. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't make me shout. I'm in my fucking garden. Still 30 degrees where you are. My auntie is a huge fan of what? Sleep Token. I haven't heard of Yuck Yum either. No idea. Don't hate other people's likes. That's what it means. Ah, I've made a career out of it. I don't care what anybody says. Sleep Token is not metal. It's pop rock, popcorn rock. Barely even qualify as rock. They're more pop than rock. True. Because what's the other one? Everyone was raging about Ghost. I listened to Ghost and I was like, what in the fuck is this 70s cock rock crap? Not for me. Thought he was kink shaming. Megan, not everything is about your lady garden. Alright. Made a career of ruffling feathers and tend to get away with it. I wouldn't say I get away with it. Yuck yum question mark. I like yum yums. Ghost is born all the songs. They sound like they stuck from the 70s. Joe Vitale. I hate to say it, but I agree with you. They are lame. Satanic ABBA. That is a fantastic description. It's like I saw the images and the way they were dressed and stuff, and I was expecting a certain sound, and that's not what I got. Sleep Token isn't metal. It's a band. Oh, Mason. Lordy did a music video that was like the Evil Dead. So did Devin Townsend. Yeah, Devin Townsend did one. Fucking great song as well. We're not talking about Ghost starring Patrick Swayze. Trent, how can you be so stupid with only one head? Who stole and beat of studio? I did. You want to see the mess on him, Mike? It's horrendous. Obviously, the lights around the top, every 3 inches, there was these little brackets, and I've tried to take them out of the wall, and I've just ripped the wall to shreds, so I've been filling holes all day as well. You're expecting a lot more from Ghost? I'm shocked that you even know Ghost are and have listened to them, to be fair, Justin. I thought you'd be listening to, like, Mozart or something in your smoking jacket. Like, you're showing better than you, showing his garden instead of his tiny shed. Can you imagine Patrick Swayze in the band Ghost? It'd be more entertaining. Why did you do that? Because we're getting the window replaced, I was like, I've got to move the desk, and moving the desk isn't as easy as just dragging it because of the power cables and internet cables. And my layout's been boring me for a couple of weeks, and it's gotten into a bit of a mess in there again because of stuff piled up by the side of my desk. So I was like, right, I'll just remove everything, repaint, clean it, paint all the units white because they're all different colours, and try and get a better layout. And I instantly regretted it. Have you the metal version of Nelly the Elephant? I have not. The band name Ghost was expecting a very dark, heavy band, not popcorn rock. Why did you do that? Ghost could literally have the music played on Disney Radio Channel. You showed the worst day, the first day of the heat wave. I started this 2 days ago. Literally, I ended the stream Sunday night, and then I started taking stuff down and boxing stuff up. I thought, a couple of hours, I'll get everything done. This morning, I was still boxing stuff up while ripping shit off walls. Avenged Sevenfold. I loved Avenged Sevenfold up until Nightmare, and including Nightmare. Everything after has bored the piss out of me. I mean, that's a version of the Death Bat. That's how much I love. I've only got 3 band tattoos. I got the Avenged Death Bat. I've got the Defiled's Coffin and Crossbones, and I've got a corn tattoo on my stomach. So voice to text said, "Why did you do that? Must have heard something you said." That's great. Nightmare was a fantastic album. I mean, obviously, to bring in Mike Portnoy, who's one of the best drummers in the world, and to have him drum so close to what the Rev would have done, it's fantastic. Kamazots is a Mayan death bat. Well, I didn't know that. Now I do. What was that? Did you know more people do home renovations in July than any other month? I'm moving around my living room. Loads of people have been like, I'm redoing my hallway, I'm redoing my bedroom. Crazy. Hail to the King was an awesome app. Oh, no. Hail to the King Hail to the King was the Black Album. They just ripped off the Black Album. And then the stage, what a bunch of wank. Couldn't stand it. Hell yeah, Mike Portnoy, Dream Theater. See, I've never been a big Dream Theater fan. I respect them. I respect them as musicians. I like listening to their albums when I'm baked. Never really enjoyed them live. I get bored. But he really surprised me with what he did on Nightmare. It's been about 30 degrees. It can't be far off that. It's cooled a little bit, but obviously I'm in the shade. I'm too broke to redo anything. Oh, this is getting done on a budget because we've just had to spend a few £1,000s on a new front door and new windows. Actually got the dirt on my Mike Portnoy. I did not go to Japan with Event Sevenfold. Mike is being controlling. Events had enough of it. Got information from one of the tour managers. I think I heard about that. See Mike Portnoy playing a kid's low kitty drum on. Really? Back counter. Can you hear the dog in the distance? Can you? Nightmare was still my favourite album. I haven't listened to the newer stuff. City of Evil was my favourite. I loved City of Evil. I mean, you can tell I love City of Evil because, like, the cut-off shirts, the slick back hair, everything. I'm pretty sure it was Avenged that did that to me. Next, you'll be making a motorhome and faking ghosts. No. It's nice, though. Sound fits the vibe. Just want to keep count. I am so confused. I'm so confused. It's a nice sound. Fits the... All right, the dog. Beardo emoji. You cheeky bastard. Mods, get him. I was 14 when I saw Bowie. I'd love to have seen Bowie live. A friend of mine was a monitor guy for Hollywood Undead. My buddy was working when Hollywood opened for Stone Sour and Event Sevenfold. I never got into Hollywood Undead. Egan, can you see this? She can. Beardo brain fart, probably. Well, hello, up close and personal. You look even better up close. Thank you, Jimmy. Help, Beardo Studio is haunted. True. Haunted by the soul of Barry Guy. When you come here for confusing you, so life's mission, job done. And well done at that. It was my buddy Rob, who was the monitor guy, road manager, lighting guy on the way to a bar, same vehicle, talking about it. Have you heard Beardo was the biggest ABBA fan? 10-second ban. You show him. Scott Ian, one of the best guitarists. I love Scott Ian, not only as a guitarist, but just as a bloke. He just seems like a really cool bloke. I briefly met him, but I don't really remember it. The claim to fame Beardo, I've got an American friend who was close to the Rev's father. Oh, really? Type O Negative remains one of the best live. I never saw Type O Negative live. I got into him a little too late. There's a stream delay with comments, and that confuses Beardo. Take it. Fuck you, Justin. Fuck you. No soundboard, no bands, nothing. I know. It's really weird because I'm like, obviously, the neighbours that side are fine. It's my in-laws. But I can hear kids playing in the field there. And I'm like, they can hear me shouting at you and stuff. What happened to your skeleton? My skeleton? Well, Eddie, he's still in the dining room. What do you think of Fleetwood Mac? I love Fleetwood Mac. It's one of my guilty pleasures. Fleetwood Mac and Queen. Apparently Bring Me the Horizon start using AI. They've always had backing tracks and stuff live as well. And I'm seeing more and more shows and festivals, and there's no cabs and stuff on stage. That's worrying. Skeleton is hopefully still inside him. I mean, mine is, but I think they mean Eddie that lives in our dining room. Have you realised Jim Carrey turned out not to be crazy about Hollywood? Yeah. Rumours is a great album. Rumour alert, Beardo has no skeleton. Could you imagine being this fat and not having a skeleton? Kate Bush is your guilty pleasure. She's fucking weird though, isn't she? She's fucking weird. She used to freak me out when I was a kid. I kind of had a crush on her, but she was kind of weird. Generally shocked when John Bon Jovi's son married Millie Bobby Brown. Well, the girl from Stranger Things. I suppose she's old enough to be. It's weird how fast they've grown up. Megan, Silver Lady is asking if you can see her. I don't know why. Buddy Rob was talking to me and my buddy Tim to the two for Hollywood. We were waking up to somebody the dude turned around with his pee-pee out. Was one of the dudes from Hollywood Undead. Prove you have a skeleton now or you'll be debunked. Sorted. Family Bobby Brown annoying. I don't know, I'm not a fan of a lot of celebs. I don't keep up with celeb gossip and their real lives. I don't care. She was great in Stranger Things. I haven't seen her in anything else, have I? I might have. She seems like a great actress, but that's all I give a shit about. I don't care what people are doing in their real life. You have your own rock star at home. You do. Sound was clearly added in post, 100% and overly. Dickhead. What are your thoughts on the new Evil Dead movie? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. This weekend I rewatched all of them, and I still struggle to find fault in any of them. I love the Evil Dead movies. As Gina used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Enola Holmes. My wife said that was good, but I haven't watched it. Hollywood Vampires, Joe. I've never heard a single song by them. I know that's Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper, but Iron Lung was absolute crap. Do you know what? My daughter, she's now into the X-Files, which I'm proud of, but she won't get away from the fucking TV because she's stuck on that. And I walked in here, I was like, what are you watching? She was like, oh, Once Upon a Time. I watched about 10 minutes of it and I was like, this is fucking garbage. Kardashians is brain rot. True. I've evolved now. So Hollywood Vampires in concert, really good show. Henry Cavill is in Enola Holmes. I haven't seen him. I don't know why I haven't seen him. I think it's because there was so many Sherlock Holmes style movies out in one go. And it just threw me off. There was a Sherlock Holmes TV show. It's randomly played on something. And I was like, this is the exact same story as the Robert Downey Jr. one. It's the same fight at the beginning and everything. And it turns out it was Guy Ritchie making the TV series. But I was like, why have you just remade the same scenes? It was bizarre. I'll watch paint drier than the Kardashians. The only time I could watch Essex, Chelsea, and all of those god awful reality TV shows is if at random intervals a grenade bounced across the floor with no pin in it, just to watch them all fucking run and shit themselves. I'm not saying blow them up. Tell Mini Geeks you can watch Once Upon a Time with me. I've tried. The acting in that is so bad. I recognise a lot of the actors and actresses. Robert Carlyle's in it, but the acting is fucking terrible. Iron Lung wasn't a top-notch film, but I'm impressed Markiplier was able to produce that with a small group of people. It was his passion project. I think it's amazing. I'm still going to watch it, because I do like Markiplier. But it's going to take some doing to beat Obsession. I've had a few people say after my recommendation they watched it and they thought it was crap, they didn't like it. I've had other people say it scared the shit out of them. It didn't scare me, it was just uncomfortable. Millie Bobby Brown is the Coldplay of the acting world. Nice but dull. To be fair, I'm not a violent man. But if a celebrity challenged me to a celebrity boxing match, I'd probably turn it down because I'm overweight and I'm old and I'm not into that life anymore. But if Chris Martin or Bono were like, I'll fight him, I would kick the shit out of them. And I would do it with a smile on my face. I can't fucking stand them. Glasgow on Big Breakfast too, someone stole a Christmas tree. What? Out of my hometown. So we had to sing Oh No Christmas Tree. Love Island. These people ain't going there to fall in love, and they ain't going there to get laid. They're going there to get famous. Stop watching it. Stop making stupid people famous, Because do you know what happens? It bleeds down into the paranormal, and then we end up with GTI. I feel better now. Proud to say I've never watched it. There was a program with a comedian, and he said something about no likey, no lighty, and then basically a man would come down in a lift, and loads of women would hit the buzzer depending on his looks, and I'd be like, "What the fuck? Why are people entertained by this?" Been out for a meal with friends. Oh, look at you, Mama Geek. I'll box you, Beardo. I'll box you, Beardo. You could even drop grenades at random intervals. Mason, I wouldn't want to do that to you. I mean, maybe the camera is really unforgiving to you, but you look like I could just pick you up and use you as a toothpick. So, lady, that Purple couldn't see him. He see me. It was something with YouTube yet to fix. You're welcome. But I like watching survival shows where people need to deal with bears and shit. See, that's entertaining. Paddy McGuinness kills every TV show he becomes involved with. Top Gear, Question of Sport. I don't watch Question of Sport. I didn't watch Top Gear. I'm a very, very particular man. Hey, Mama Geek, if you fancy popping a beer on the wall behind me so I haven't got to get up and go in the kitchen and fix a drink, do you reckon it'll work? Bears and shit. What about bear shit? Your pergola, assuming that's for you. It's... What the hell do you call this? It's a gazebo, but with like mesh sides and shit. I don't want to show too much of the house because people will be Google Earthing where I live and then turning up, and then they'll get a crossbow bolt through the head. MILF Manor, is that a thing? Jesus, just because we're in our 40s doesn't mean we can't fight. God damn it! I've got plenty of fight left in me. Seen plenty of videos where older guys than me have wiped out. Listen, when I was a young dickhead, I used to think people my age were old and past it. There's a reason that there are still 40 and 50-year-old doormen. MILF Manor, is that actually a thing? It is a thing. No way. In COVID, I used to like GTI before I knew better. Lost all respect for them when they investigated a woman's house to speak to a dead child. Oh, what? Really? Baby yourself, young man. 50 years old. I'm not quite there yet. Old man strength? True. Dad strength, innit? Dad strength. But it depends on your background. If you spent your entire life on like a building site, lumping stuff about until your 50s, you're still hard as nails. You're still strong. In my case, I spent however many years dealing with drunks and stuff. Sent you a trailer to check after the stream. I'm not even looking at that. That sounds horrific. MILF Manor, that's... I know that house. Beardo lives there. I do. I can throw a punch. It just take me 3 weeks to recover from the muscle strain. I mean, I haven't thrown a punch in a good few years, so who knows? I'll probably throw out my hip and my shoulder or something. 12 years doing martial arts. I did bits of martial arts. People seem to think because of the jobs I did that I'm better trained than I was, and I wasn't. And there's a few people that were like, "Oh yeah, you were a cage fighter," and he was like, "No, I trained for it. I had a exhibition cage match, and nerves got to me, and I couldn't do it." Rose Delights ASMR, thank you for the membership. Boxing was my thing when I started boxing quite late in life. I didn't do it in my teens like everyone else. I started at 21, 22. Liked boxing. But because I hung around with boxers and cage fighters, people thought that I did that. And I didn't really. I just hung around with people that were into that because most doormen were boxers or cage fighters. Get a punching bag. I had one. We used to have one in the conservatory, but I threw my back out. Mrs. Geek took it off me. Doing those with martial arts, completely different things when you're in the middle of a pack dance or full. Well, absolutely, absolutely. There are elements you can take into it, but at the end of the day, most martial arts are self-defense. Whereas, don't. I mean, people will say stupid shit like, "Oh yeah, I was a doorman. I could get anyone on the floor." That's the last thing you do as a doorman. You don't want them on the floor. It makes your job a nightmare. You want them still vertical and out. Is judo and Shotokan karate can look after myself. Peter felt really sorry to give you a box of Paramite. You nearly pulled your back out. The box was bigger than me. Little Elite, hope everyone's doing well. Are you doing Canadian? When it comes to Street Fight, a whole different game. Absolutely. And I don't want to say it, but I know how to Street Fight. I had to because of where I grew up and then being a metalhead where I grew up. Hey, Chris Williams, how you doing? Fucking hell, birds, I'm streaming. Do you mind? Just do archery. Good evening, dear Beardo, and all the fine folks in chat. Folk and Fable, it's so good to see. I mean, even your old content coming back. Really glad. I'm really pleased to see you. Yeah, I played a lot of Street Fighter. That's where I learned to look after myself. Want to come over and knock on your door asking can Beardo to play to Mrs. Geek. Beardo debunks martial arts. I. It's funny you should say that because there was a video on YouTube the other day. Something had auto played, and some guy was teaching people how to get out of chokeholds and stuff. And I was like, that doesn't fucking work. What are you doing? And he was like doing all this stuff. And obviously, Mrs. Geek is trained pretty high standard as well. And Mrs. Geek was watching, like, that's not going to get you out of a headlock. You're just going to get choked out. What the fuck are they doing? Steven Seagal's Bullshido. Absolutely. Like, I've taught my daughter to fight. And I haven't taught her, like, hooks and cradles and stuff that I know to do. It's like, go for the eyes with a bunch of keys in your hand, stick the heel of your foot into the top of their foot, go for the bollocks, go for the nose. Most street fights end up going to the ground, so not grapple can help. Yeah. I've never had, like, the experience of roll. I have, in jobs, been rolling around on the floor with people. Yeah, true. By the way, I don't know if I said this earlier, but hi, Mark. Steven Seagal. Everyone does Black Wreck, the guy doing bad self-defense moves. It's hilarious. Andrew no martial arts. He's had his... When he said he was trained in SIA as a martial art, he was a black belt in SIA. And I was like, either you have got Sai wrong, which is SAI, but it is a martial art, but it's the forks that Raphael uses. And you ain't got a black belt in that. Sorry, just no. Or you really think that the door supervisor training is a martial art, and it's not. It doesn't teach you how to fight. It teaches you how to catch hold of somebody safely and escort them out of a building. It's a load of bollocks. Anyone that's done the SIA course in the UK knows full well that you go in, they teach you your hooks and cradles and how to remove people safely, and as soon as you walk out the door, forget all of that because it don't fucking work. Is the black belt highest you can get? No. There are black belts with tips, and then there are different degrees and dans depending on the martial arts. I just decided to start a fight with smaller than him for reasons unknown. As soon as the guy took his dance, I'm like, oh crap, tonight my buddy dies. I have seen people start fights with little people, and I know they fucked. I know they fucked as soon as they start. The way people stand. If I see somebody stand and their feet slightly turn in and their knees are sort of bent just a little and facing in, I'm like, that other guy's fucked. They know how to fight. SASO days wins, they go through hell. It's Dan after the black belt. The broomstick is a good weapon without the brush. True. We used to eat Jean-Claude canned ham. Fucking hell, Stevie. Also, let's about you throwing punches, Beardo. I Very rarely did I throw punches. Punches hurt. I know how to throw punches, but I don't like to throw punches. Just break your hands, and you end up with hands that look like that, where all your knuckles are split and scarred. Punching's stupid. Anyone better with a 9-inch nail on one end? What was that? Just tried to break up a fight. My buddy was getting murdered. That dude kicked me in the shoulder so hard. My shoulder hurt for weeks. I remember a guy was stood in front of me and he was lipping. And because I was bigger than him, I was like, yeah, just fuck off. And I shoved him back and I thought somebody bottled me in the back of the head. Because I just had this intense blast of pain in the back of my head. And I turned around and there was nobody there. I looked back at him and my mates just stood off to one side laughing. I was like, who the fuck just hit me? And they were like, he kicked you. He was like up there on me and somehow kicked me in the back of my head and I didn't even fucking see it. Quite late in the conversation, thought someone's been threatened to come around your house. No, I wouldn't discuss that in that much detail. Punched in the face because I didn't block quick enough going for a green belt. It does hurt. Oh, it absolutely hurts. But it hurts your hand if you're throwing a punch and you connect. Somebody dips their head and you crack them on the forehead, you just broke your hand. I've done it 3 times. Punches hurt if you miss. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've never ever expressly tried to get into a fight. I will always. It's the last resort. Always got to be the last resort. Mostly because I had a license and I didn't want to lose it. I think the dude was aiming for my head when he launched the kick. I was down on one knee just getting checked by my buddy when it happened. Jesus. And the worst kick to the head I ever got was... Is it that eyebrow? Yeah, that eyebrow there. Guy kicked me so fucking hard. He knocked me out. And he fractured my eye socket. Always when people punch and pull their arms back, that's not the proper way. You can always tell when people can't fight. It's the windmillers. I love windmillers. Where they just telegraph at every punch and they start doing that. They're great fun. Even if I see it coming, I had no chance. The speed I have seen people kick and punch, fucking incredible. You had worse in a mosh pit. Mosh pits can be brutal, but there's a respect in the mosh pit. If you hit the deck, you pick them up. Been bashing zombies lately in COD. Sweating to death at 105 heat, drowning in snot and allergies. I'm great. If they zone in and laugh, you're done for. I've seen people like they roll the shoulders and they crack the neck, and I'm like, oh fuck. And half the time there's nothing in them. They've just watched too many films. Don't stop. Don't fight people who are trained fighters. I used to, obviously, when I did like supermarket security, the boys would be like, oh, we've got one, we've got one, we've got one. And they were like, I'll make the stop. And I'd be like, I wouldn't. And they're like, why? Do you know who it is? Like, no, but check out the clothing. Check out the badges on his arms and stuff. You've got to be so careful with people. But a lot of the guys that were doing the doors and doing security work, they knew nothing about any form of martial arts. They didn't recognise badges and stuff. Like, you go at somebody like that with the wrong attitude, they're going to kick the shit out of you. Oh, you go and deal with him then. No, I'm not getting kicked in the head. Just ring the old bill. It's rather cool now as we have brought one of those ceiling fans you plug into a light bulb. My daughter's got one. I'm a 11-hour fighter, as you well know. I mean, you did spoon me well at 30 East Drive, Justin. Beto, I love pews, but I hate DTH. What's DTH? Is that an oxymoron? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've said it a few times. If I can go the rest of my days without ever getting into a fight, I'll be a very, very happy man. I never, ever want to have to throw a punch or take somebody to the ground or get punched or taken to the ground myself ever again. Ever. Because it hurts. No matter how good you are, if you get clocked, it hurts. If you clock someone hard enough, it still hurts. Run people over with your wheelchair. In the States, people forgot how to use their hands rather pull a gun. In that aspect, I mean, the UK, it's knife crime. And knives scare me. I've only ever had a blade pulled on me 3 times when I was working, and it's terrifying because it's like you get all the fucking training in the world. You know physically how to disarm. And it all goes out the fucking window. I've had 3 blades pulled on me and I shit myself all 3 times. Only one guy did I manage to take to the ground and get the knife off him. The other 2 I ran. But fuck it, I'm not getting stabbed for just over minimum wage. If anyone ever approaches you aggressively, pull your pants down to your ankles. That level of crazy puts people off. Yep. Sometimes it just takes you to talk calmly. Oh, absolutely. I was always talk. I was very good at talking people down. I know that's hard to believe now, but I used to be very good at talking people down and using my brain instead of trying to hit people. Like somebody would be causing a bit of a problem, and the big guys would be like, "We'll get him now. Look, leave him. He's a smoker. He'll go outside in 5 minutes, and once he's out, just don't let him back in. And then we've only got to keep him from getting back in instead of trying to get some man mountain out of the door." Good evening, Seg. I am indeed in the wild of my garden. I might set up a tent in the garden and pretend that it's the Appalachian Mountains. With a razor blade tongue, I was asked if I cut my mouth. It could be that sharp. Fair. Not just knives, allowing carrying needles and spitting. I've got a pretty long fuse, or I did have, when I was working, because it's my job. Twice somebody spat in my face. Twice. And twice I thought I was going to lose my job. I can't check Discord laws because my phone. I haven't got monitors. I'm just on my phone. We went in the taxi. My boss got a knife pulled on him out driving. I thought it happened to be scared the shit out of me. I mean, when I worked with the bailiffs, that was the biggest eye opener for me. And I knew some big, scary guys with the patience of a saint, but you wouldn't cross them. And I've seen so many of them get so scared. And like, it made me feel better. Where are the Appalachian Mountains, Beardo? America. Did you know it's my Discord? What? CRL, Northeast Ohio, I believe. I definitely didn't read the paranormal engineer's comment. You didn't mess with. You cleaned our office. I'm in my garden. This isn't the studio. Beardo gets wild. I mean, I did wild camping with Phil last year, but we got so drunk we couldn't make a video out of it. We did a couple of shorts. But where we camped is supposed to be haunted. That was the whole point of me going there. My dead wrong comment. A blood spat my face at work one night with 5 hours. Oh, no. National papers because they claimed assault by the door staff. So, do you know what? You do your pigeons. My uncle used to work the doors. I worked with him a couple of times, but he worked the doors for jumping jacks. And we had a guy come up the escalator, and he already had a blade in his hand. He'd been thrown out for fighting, but he came back with a blade to try and get back in to get at the guy that had been fighting with him. He wasn't even in there. We threw the pair of them out. As he came off the escalator, he sort of head down and then knife out, and we were like, "Fuck!" And my uncle's a big guy, picks him up by his sort of belt and his shoulder, and just dropped him head first into the floor. He broke his jaw, knocked him clean out, and then kicked the knife away. My uncle was a big dude, or he's a big dude, and my uncle lost his license for months and months. It was all over the papers. It was like a thuggish door staff from jumping jacks, assault, popular teen, and it was like the guy had a fucking knife. And my uncle, I'm sure it was about 8 or 9 months he was out of work, and then he couldn't get a job anywhere else because he had this thing pending that he'd randomly assaulted somebody. Awful. Used to be his wife that should get the home by the. You're soaking. What the fuck? Well, Joe said at least someone took the time to write it out. What's that over my shoulder? Well, my fence. It's a fence. I believe the Appalachian Mountains will continue up through Wales and Scotland back. London is dangerous. Knife crime there is insane. Most city centres are. There are areas of Cardiff where knife crime is really bad. It's not fair. It's really not fair. I mean, I I had a few occasions where I had to go to the police station after my shift and give statements because people had claimed that they were assaulted for no reason. But 9 times out of 10, CCTV, just take the disc with you. You don't do that now. The police send it over the internet or some shit. You take the DVD with you, give it to the police, and the charges were dropped sort of there and then. You'd be charged, arrested, but without going to a cell. And you get released the same sort of hour. But a few boys got had nasty like that. There's mixed opinions on body cams. I mean, body cams weren't a thing when I was on the doors, but when I was a bailiff, they were. And the last security job that I worked had body cams, and they saved my ass from complaints more times than not. Most people that don't have body cams are either criminals or security that are just dodgy. Sorry, I've got no issue with CCTV and I've got no issue with body cams because it protects me. And a lot of the times, if you've got a body cam, as soon as you turn it on, people immediately calm down. I'm all for them. I used to drive around and try and get lost, but never succeeded. I can get lost. I can get lost going somewhere I've gone countless times. My sense of direction is abysmal. Body cams have provided me endless entertainment. I watch body cam footage. Hey, Flurio. Body cams are a form of defence too, in a way. Oh, absolutely. The new camera, the Osmo 3, it's incredible. I love that thing. Battery life isn't great on it, but I've got obviously the booster battery as well because I bought the creator pack. So good. That's what I'm going to use for B-roll and stuff now because the Sony AX53 is great, but the colour on it is shocking. It's always like really bland, and I can edit it, but that takes time. Code Bluecam covers my state extensively. I don't know what that is. Sorry. All right. Well, the channel. Right. Got you. Wrist is much better. Night's worth of sleep. THC ointment and a wrist brace. THC. The famous British Appalachians. I'm sure all these guys that are claiming they're in the Appalachians are not. I'm pretty sure they're in their mum's fucking garden. Everyone's camping out in there. Why don't they ever walk into each other? I know it's a big area, but they ain't going too deep, are they? Like, how many of them are like, I'm camping out in the wild in the Appalachians, and they swing the camera and you can see a fucking main road, or they're just off a car park. And you use the AX for night vision footage. Use my 2 cinema camera. Oh, cinema cameras. Like a Joe Vitale just swinging his dick. Tisk tisk. Yeah, the Osmo 3. It looks all, and I've still only ever used it out of the box. I haven't got into the settings. I don't need to get into the settings. The color, the field of color on is fantastic, especially in the studio with all the lights. And it's surprisingly good in low light. Normally right by the car park. There was a guy I did a video on, and he turned around and you could see the car park. He was literally 8 foot from the car park. Airbnbs in the Appalachians have been there for hundreds of years, some for thousands. An Airbnb. Everyone in the mountains, good morning, good afternoon. People in the city, scared to talk. True. The Osmo is brilliant. The Ardeen, I'm really impressed with it. The quality of the footage for the price is... I mean, the sensor on is only 1 inch, but it's so good. The Action 6, the low light... Eastern USA is only 250 years old. Sod people lip... I know you're joking, but whoa. Love Law Lodge. What's that? Please look up Grandma Geet with 67-year-old grandma with 11 children walked the entire Appalachian Mountains 3 times and the Oregon trip. Really? Yeah, I've downloaded the mobile software as well. Because I was originally going to go live off the Osmo. But it was a hell of a job to set that up. Originally from Norfolk, living in the northeast. Nature's absolutely amazing if you exclude the bugs, humidity, and perhaps the wildlife. What's the matter with wildlife? I mean, you got bears over there. Fuck that. Go to America. Like, I've got friends in America and I got friends in Australia. And it's like, go to America and you got bears and serial killers and all sorts. Australia. Just everything in Australia can kill you. I met with Amy's Crypt a couple of weeks ago. And I just sort of walked past as they were talking about having to clean up kangaroo poo from the garden. And I was like, what? I was like, kangaroos get in your garden and just shit everywhere. They were like, yeah, we get koalas in the trees. So what the fuck? Do you live on a mountain? Bears are beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful, but I wouldn't want to see one in close proximity. I mean, they might not eat me because I'd smell of shit. It's Sam Bennett. For some reason, I can't chat on my PS account on the TV. But did you get the tag for the Ouija that needs... For the Ouija that needs a Beardo video on so the Paranormal Sisters can eat popcorn. I don't know. I've had so many emails this week, and so many videos sent through Facebook for me to look at that I'm lost with who sent what. And I responded to one woman this morning. She emailed me back. She was like, "Yeah, you responded to me 2 weeks ago. It's a moth." I was like, "Oh, sorry." That's how far behind I am with stuff. Because I don't make videos about everything. Sometimes it's just like people are like, "I've got this thing that happened in my house. What do you think?" And 9 times out of 10, it's a moth or an insect or a spider web or something. And I say that I ignore them, but if it's something that's genuinely scared someone, then I want to put them at ease. You've seen that little girl who wants to pet a dog, and it's a bear by the house. Nah. Cougar. Seg, if you just butted your keyboard, that's not a real animal. This lady's called Spiritual Pathway. Oh, right. You tagged me in something on Facebook, didn't you? I'll have a look. Peter, wouldn't you give one of us a day where we can send you something to debunk each week or month? I mean, people do send me stuff. It depends what it is, but a lot of it, it's pointless me making a video out of it, and a lot of it are just people worried that they've captured something on cameras. I don't want to make a video out of that, and then people mock them because they've not understood. And I think the reason they've started coming to debunkers to answer it is if they take it to a paranormal channel, they're going to be like, "It's a demon, can we come to your house and film?" And they don't want that. They want to be put at ease. I'd be scared of sharks too if I was in the ocean. Yeah. You mean quokkas? What's a quokka? Beto needs to debunk the Epstein. What? I'm going near that shit. I don't understand why anyone would want me to look at it. I got no interest in it. Anyone that features in those files, put them in prison, be done with it. A quokka is the nightmare version of a koala. It's a marsupial in Australia. Everything is marsupial. Is it a type of beetle? I didn't know what it was. In Australia, there's a killer beetle. The ocean I've never been scared of the ocean, but Mrs. Geek is. I believe my apartment is haunted. I can send videos when I return from vacation. I would rather you debunk it than some paranormal fakers. Oh, I'll take a look. Some people I know, they're taking the piss. They send to me just stupid footage like... Here's a joke about the files. They didn't land, sorry. It's not just sharks, there's snakes and spikes. Videos, emails in the channel. Yeah, channel description. We thought about doing a video on the Philadelphia experiment. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Do you remember I did a video on the guy with the cowboy hat, Prather, and he was doing the tests on like dimensional travel with your mind and shit, and I mocked the shit out of him, and he lost it with me. Well, eventually, privately, he apologized to me, and he was like, "Look, I've gone over the top. Maybe the trailer wasn't explanatory enough. Here's the information. Do what you want with it." And I looked at it. I was like, "Right, fair. At least he's been open to it." He messaged me like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Could you come to the States and take part in the experiment? I want your thoughts on it. I want to see if you have an experience." I was like, "I genuinely can't afford to travel to the States, but I would have. If this had been a year ago when the channel was doing better, I'd have gone. I'd have gone to try that experiment out. Because, I mean, do I think it's legitimate? I don't know. Did I understand all of it? No, it looked like a bunch of woo-woo to me. But to have him actually, like, once he'd calmed down and realise I was looking from a logical perspective and then be like, "I'd like your thoughts on it. I'd like you to experience it." I was like, that's actually pretty cool. Damn jig is up. I better watch YouTube documentaries on Australia's animals and how they came to be pretty neat stuff. You need one more. Capybara. Capybara. Are you making this stuff up now? I don't understand it. The Philly Express was a military test on a ship that went wrong, and the people on the ship apparently time travelled. Oh, sign me up. I do it. Magpies here are they're assholes here, to be fair. Time travel. I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Hey, Weird Fox. Red pandas are adorable. Beardo hates animals. I don't hate animals. I just don't want to get eaten or fucking killed by one. I remember that stream where all cartoon head boys sat there and a fucking tarantula runs across him. Alright, it wasn't a tarantula, but fucking hell. What's your take on the Mary Celeste? I've never been, I've heard stories. I've not really seen much in the way of videos from this, so I don't have much of a... I can't say anything about it. But the time travel thing, like the Liverpool, that place where two people walked into a shop and they walked into a different time and looked at each other and was like, "Are you seeing this?" And then it ended, and the woman that reported it, everyone said she was nuts. And then the guy came forward and he was like, "Yeah, I was there. I experienced that." That blows my mind. What's my opinion on Doctor Who? What a load of shit. It was great when I was a kid, and then it disappeared, and then it came back, and it was great again, and then it went shit. Like, proper shit. It looked cheaper than it ever have. The acting was atrocious, and the last two Doctors were abysmal. I'm glad it got cancelled because it was so fucking bad. After sun lotion fun, I haven't been in the sun for about 3 days. I'm not burnt. Thank you, Dan Green, but I'm not burnt. I'm not even red. What are you on about? Binge watching it now. Christopher Eccleston. See, I loved Eccleston, loved Tennant. Matt Smith got a bit silly for me. The old dude, I liked. What a quack of shit. Sega, we'll time you out. That was fucking abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Dr. Pooh acting is as wooden as Pinocchio. See, the acting was wooden. Acting was wooden when I was a kid, but I still enjoyed it. It was part of the charm. But then the newer stuff got really good, and then there was that Matt Smith. It was a bit too childish for me then. And then Peter Capaldi, I liked him for a bit, but then that got silly. And then Jodie Whittaker's, I couldn't get through it. And then the last guy, Chudigatwa, whatever his name is, fucking awful. I remember when the Christmas episode played and Tennant was back and everyone was excited. And then I think it ended with the game of hopscotch, and I was like, what the fuck is this crap? Hey, Exploring with Jake, how you doing? There's a gift coming to you Friday. Will help with the Osmo battery. I bought the creator pack, Dean. So I should be alright with the battery, shouldn't I? But I appreciate it. Thank you. Billy Piper was great too. Yes, she was. And Clara. Thought the last Doctor was a woman. No, there was Trudy Gatwa, I think it was his name. I think. The last two Doctors. Yeah, but David Tennant was only like a part-time Doctor, wasn't he? I don't know. It fucking sucked. It sucked. I didn't like Catherine Tate in it either. She gets on my nerves. Karen Gillian. Oh, yeah, true. Did anyone watch Good Home? I couldn't get into that. Billy Piper became the... Oh, I saw clips of it online. Well, what's Superwoman? That's getting torn apart. I got no interest in it, to be fair. I didn't like Superman. It's a battery that lasts for 6 hours. Jesus. Tennant and Gat were both dreadful in the last... I didn't watch it. Hey, Beer, it's been a while. Hope the crazy stuff you're doing with recently got situated or at least better. Cheers, everyone. Yasko, I appreciate it. Not really. YouTube is still in the toilet for a number of us, and now the government screwing us as well. But I appreciate you, Yasko. Also, then you cancelled the 2026 episode. I'll just remodeling the series. So right now there's no Doctor. Get shot of it now. Give it a break. Give it a break. Yasko, hope you're well. I've seen you fast approaching 1 million subscribers now on Facebook. What are you, 30k away from 1 million? Good work, man. It's been a while. I haven't seen Yasko for a little bit. True Blood is great. It's just vampire porn. So you that man at the beginning. Well, at the very least, maybe football is coming up. Yasko, me and you have been getting along for quite some time. But please don't think that I'm English. I'm Welsh. We suck at football, therefore I hate it. You've seen a new team called Crime and Paranormal? No. Nothing wrong with vampire porn. I can't remember who told me to watch it. And the first time I put it on, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? That's exactly why I said it. Fuck you, Yasko. Beardo's French. I'm definitely not French. Because you're supporting Argentina in you, Yasko. Because is that your heritage, Argentina? I'm sure it is. See, I pay attention. I don't just call you out for shit. We don't have capybaras here. I don't know what that is. Just putting that out. What is a capybara? Is that like one of those pudgewuggies or whatever they were called? What am I up to on the 25th of July? No clue. Actually, I think I might be investigating. No, I'm literally European, so I guess we're equal now. Then why the fuck are you support... Yasko? Why are you supporting Argentina if you're European? My man's confusing the shit out of me. You better still have entertainment or I'm coming back for you. Capybaras are 50-kilo guinea pigs. Oh, I want one. I want one. Want to know if you join us. Where? I'll double check the dates when I get back in. It depends where. Because I've got a lot of travelling to do. Americans, calm your titties. When I say a lot of travelling, it's a lot of travelling around the UK. Which ain't that far. But our roads and motorways are shit. Everyone in America's like, I drove 7 hours and I'm still in the same state. Just like I drove 7 hours and I crossed 2 countries. But our roads are crap. It's the largest rodent in the world. I want to see one of them. I'm going to Google that after. I'll forget what it's called because it's got a stupid name. Plenty of beetles in Australia. Paul? Beardo Soup. How are you doing, Eric? Good to see you. Ain't that far, Beto still gets lost. True. True. Maybe one day I can go to the Appalachian Mountains with Yasko. Then you'll see fucking lost. Drove 11 hours just to make it to another state. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Is Yasko Croatian? Ah. So why is he supporting Argentina? Support Croatia, you idiot. Beto, I sent you photos on Discord. I sent you photos of... Cool, thank you. We nearly bought a skunk. Can you even keep a skunk in the UK? Croatia is out. Oh, right, he's changed allegiance. Are you sure there's not a bit of Italian in you? Shots fired. Georgian Dragon Hotel. I've never heard of that. Georgian Dragon Hotel next to the Hellfire Caves. Oh, do you know what? If Mrs. Geek's off work, I could take her as well. She can do the Hellfire Caves the day before. I'll let you know. Skunks are legal in the UK. Screw the crossbow. I'm getting a skunk. People turn up at my house and just pull the tail up. Ah! I'm a messy fanboy. Oh. Rebecca reached out after that last video on you guys. I don't know what that means. Hey guys, I appreciate everyone being welcoming of Yasko. It's cool to see. Can I have a wee? No, I'm in the garden. I don't have a stream deck or a computer. My studio's in bits. I have a friend who has a daughter who has 2 skunks as pets. That's mad. Oh, you shouldn't tell me things like this, because one day somebody will open the Discord and it'll be like, Mrs. Geek kicked me into the garden to live with my skunks. I want an Negan. Mike. Make your own, bitch. Mike, you were live at 9, and you? Look forward to meeting the Bones cast at Manchester Comic Con. Skunks are adorable. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to piss on you, though. Skunks are adorable. But don't they just spray smelly shit? I remember Pepe Le Pew. Guys, stop asking for shit. It was an incredible video, I'm going to be honest. Oh, some of you guys may be like newer. And there was a time I did a couple of videos on Yasko, and me and Yasko really didn't get along very well at all. We were both full of ego and shit. And then he emailed me one day and he was like, can we just be friends? Because this is fucking stupid. And he was like, you're actually kind of funny. And then he was like, I'm going to do the for entertainment. I'm going to put it in the beginning of my video in text. I'm going to put it in the description. Is that cool? And I'm like, yeah, fine. Crack on with that. And now I watch Yasko because he makes me laugh. It's like the screams he lets out and stuff. It really makes me laugh. And what makes me laugh more is all the people with him are like, I'm real. This is a real legitimate investigation. And the fans are like going at Seg and Mike for doing videos on them. And Yasko's like, I'm with them for entertainment only. Weekly horror. Just drop Yasko right in it. I deal with the border collie getting skunked once a year. Jesus. Yasko, please collab with the Midwest Ghost Hunter. Yasko, do it. It would be comedy gold. That would be comedy gold. I haven't got a lot of time for a lot of people on what I call the other side of the fence. But Yasko and Midwest, that would be comedy gold. Laura Wilson, thanks for 23 months. Cast, you may just tell me why you don't need a button for that. You can do it live. Midwest Ghost Hunter collab for 1 million subs. I'd pay to watch that. That'd be hilarious. If people like the tit and smug puppy for entertainment purposes, I'd see them in a different light. If they were honest about it, I can watch that and enjoy it. Like, one of the greatest paranormal creators is Tim Morozov. Tim Morozov is outstanding. And I still get asked to this day, can you debunk Tim Morozov? And I'm like, yeah, the beginning of the video. It's weekly episodic horror. He's shooting ghosts with salt shotguns and kicking doors open and stuff. But because he's honest, I can really, really enjoy it. We don't know for sure that Yasko isn't the Midwest ghost hunter. Hang on now. Hang on now. As much as I get on with Yasko, Ian's on a different level. To the point where the only time Ian ever complained about me was when I didn't put him on the border bullshittery. And he was like, I demand you put me on the border bullshittery. I was like, that's not how it works. You're supposed to call me a bully. And then I did the parody of him, the Mid-Southwest Wales Ghost Hunter at 30 East Drive. And then he emailed me and was just like, this was fucking brilliant. Well done. I loved every second of it. What a legit investigation. So the guy gets it. I got time for him. He said, I'm going to do the American stuff like grill hot dogs and drive my Ford on the proper side of the road. Mods, time him out. You're on the wrong side of the road. Why are you grilling your hot dogs? Just eat them out of the jar. Raw dog them like crow. Paranormal Unseen, and good, thank you. How you doing? Come to the UK, we'll educate you. Oh, Yasko, you've been driving on the right side this whole time. Maybe Yasko is driving on the right side. Everyone else in America is like, what the fuck's this guy doing? He's just high-pitched screaming as he drives past. No, my mods won't even time Yasko out. Rude. I need new mods. Awesome, thanks. Grill the Ford and ride your hot dogs. Wait, you could barbecue. Have you got a pickup truck? Are you like full-blown American now? You just like cook hot dogs in the back of your truck. Just drop the tailgate. Italy didn't even make the World Cup. Really? I thought Italy were like one of the best teams in the world. Did they not make it? See, that's how long I've been out of the football world. Italy used to be brilliant. Yes to the Ford, no to the hot dogs. There's nothing wrong. Oh, there's a nice cool breeze then. Take a portable grill, good to go. That's how we do it. Yeah, I think if I did it in the back of my Nissan, I'd set fire to it. Cook them in the cup holder for the best taste. Ford cup holders cook the dogs better than the imported cup. What? Italy didn't even make that. Shocking. It was probably the 80s the last time I watched the World Cup. Lee must have trouble with the temperature these days. Lee? Well, the tit. Your bingo wings are gone. Do you know why? It's because I've been lifting stuff all... I haven't been training today, but I've been lifting furniture and stuff and pulling the desks about. So it's just a bit more solid because I've been fucking lumping stuff about all day. Swole. Hang on, the ice cream man's outside. Gonna go and get an ice cream. Oh, what? I want ice cream. Thank you, Annalise. Seg, that video was hilarious. Which one? The last one of Seg's I watched, I was fucking fuming. Fuming. Because I was looking at the twins, looking at this house like, nah, I ain't having that. And then I saw Seg's thumbnail and I was like, you bastard. And I either messaged him and called him a bastard or a fucker. One or the other. And he was like, yeah, but I haven't gone that deep into it. If you want to go deep into it. And then he suggested somebody that I could go to for help to get... Because I can't get any information from the UK. Without paying. And that's worked out absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to keep it a surprise for now. But I'm going to... Instead of just having this person in the background doing stuff, I'm actually going to include them in the video. Because they've done so much work today to look into the truth of that property and... other things outside of it, other ideas that they came up with today, and I'm like, I think you deserve to be on the video as opposed to just feeding me stuff, and hopefully it'll help their channel grow as well then. Laters, BB. Can't always beat him down, gotta build him up again first. Yeah, that's because of the bingo wings comment, right? Did Mike answer about him streaming at 9? I mean, I can't pin a link or anything because I don't know how to do it on a phone. thought you'd been abducted, Sierra. Sierra's been in and out 4 months, but she was abducted by aliens, and the story was horrific. When is it you're going to 30 Drive, Beardo? We're trying to book it for a friend's 60th. Very, very soon. I'm not going to say the exact date until we're there in case some knobheads try to turn up. Mike's on at 9. Right, cool. So, guys, I am going to link. The mods will probably be able to find a link and put it in the chat, but they can't pin. So, Real Evidence is live at 9 o'clock. Because he couldn't go live this morning because he's got a big posh desk like me. Why are people drinking hot dog water? Don't waste it. Leah's going Uri Geller. Was he bending spoons? At this rate, mate, you'll be taking a water pistol and having a water fight. True. 30 degrees up there. Well, 30 degrees here when I leave. I think it's 33 up there. And I've got to drive for 4.5 hours without air conditioning. Oh. Ollie, forgive me, I'm embarrassingly behind with my emails. Why is anyone shocked that he's behind with his emails? Have you seen him read in chat? He's fucking awful. He's that bad that people are like, crow the chat or seg the chat. It's become this whole thing. But then some people, I've got 50 viewers, still have to crow their chat. Don't they, Crow? Dude, how the fuck do you keep up with chat, bro? It's like fucking skim, and I don't go off on tangents that often. And when I do, I don't try to catch up. I just wait until people shout at me or I missed a comment. And I've been at it for a long ass time. I also believe Fantastique has got a video at 9 o'clock as well of the podcast that I recorded with her. So if you want to check that out, and I believe Sandra BPH UK has got a live tonight as well. So you've got your pick of stuff at 9 o'clock. Over 1,200 emails I haven't even looked at. Got to quit signing up for them discounts. My emails are shocking. Absolutely shocking. I mean, I can see, as much as I'm joking, I can see why Seg misses emails because fucking hell. My inbox of my email fills up. It's full every couple of weeks. Mike didn't go live today. Jay, get a cotton bud and do this. And then do this with the other side. Turn it over. Don't stick dirt in dirt. Oh, Fantastics is tomorrow, right? Sorry. Do this. And then listen when I say Mike is live at 9 o'clock because he wasn't live this morning. I don't care if you're at the ice cream van. You listen. So, Mike, gotta be in for San, pal. Apologise, mate. We'll do a catch up. Here's your cover of Who Will Fix Me Now, Bring Me the Horizon. When I drown, I hate it. My wife keeps playing it when I'm in the house as well. I'm like, turn that shit off. I hate it. Looks like you're washing your hair. Wait, Mike is live. Yes, Mason. Mike is live in the next 4 minutes. Mason, you have nearly fucking broke me tonight. What the fuck? When are you taking a break? So what? Okay, is we listening to? Quick question: does anyone know when Mike is? Oh my god, I'm gonna choke people out. I swear to fucking god. Oh, is Mike live from the guy? Oh, the stream died for a second then. Mike's always live from his garden. He streams from a shed. Did you type Mason out? Mike's on the starting screen. Right, cool. So, guys, if you want to go over to Mike from Real Evidence, his starting screen is on now. Did you enjoy your trip there, Paranormal Engineer? I nearly said your name then. Beardo, calm down, we're not going. Yes, you are, because I'm going. I don't think I can pin... Oh, wait. Wait. there you go. The pinned message at the top of the chat will take you through to real evidence. Mikey's doing his morning live in the night because he's been playing with his desk. Sandra Beat BHUK is live. Fantastic does not have a video. I was wrong. That's tomorrow at 9 o'clock where we did a podcast. So go fill your boots. Go have fun. Obviously, there's no end screen or anything like that. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Video in the garden. Cool. Hey, do you know what? If this heat is still here Sunday, I'm going to do another one from out here because this is so much more comfortable. This is better than air conditioning. And look, I even set up in case it got dark early. We all got through the muted start. Shh. Enjoy the studio rebuild. I've got to get that done by Saturday. Shocking. Anyway, much love to you all. Beardo out. Ah, you dickhead. I don't know if you saw that. I assume that's my mother-in-law. I was about to end, and the mother-in-law's just squirted me with a water gun over the fence. Shithead. I thought I got shat on by a bird then. I'm like, there's a roof. Right, I'm really going now. Mother-in-law's been a knob. Much love to you all. Beardo out.